Honestly, I should be playing Metaphor right now, not this. I should play that game more. Well, maybe. I'm not sure. I've heard so many mixed things about it that made me wonder if I even should continue with it. But I already bought it, so I'm you know what? Fuck it. I'm down this rabbit hole. I did this to myself. Though I heard the demo was like a long, long time. Words. I cannot words. Maybe one of these days I will words. I'm gonna probably only play this for like a little bit tonight. Mainly just to be like, I have a mic arm now. I no longer sound like shit. Well, I think there's no echo in this room now. I mean, there is still an echo if I go into a certain spot in this room, but I think near where my desk is, I think the sound's fine. Oh my god, you can probably hear my telegram go off. But yeah. We're doing this. Oh yeah, I got my team the way I wanted it to. I was thinking about doing an all-starter team, and I did. The only thing I don't like is that they're all caught in Pokeballs. That kind of sucks. I kind of wish I caught something that wasn't a Pokeball, but this is a gift. This was an egg. Um, these two are also eggs that happen to be in Pokeballs because they're starters. That's just the gift, Latios, and I guess I only had Pokeballs when I caught the shiny Slack off. That makes sense. So, I guess I'm just gonna go... What am I doing tonight? Because, like, I guess I gotta go to Mt.Pyre. I don't know if you need to go there immediately. I mean, I think so. Because, like, you can't really progress unless, like, you do some weird... What the... Oh. I thought that was on my side, and I'm so used to seeing that animation when there's Zoroark is on the field, not with Castform. It's weird that they made it so that animation swaps the camera angle like that. I don't know why it's like that. That's something that drew me off the most. So I was like, wait, you're not Zoroark. I really should have had like a fighting, ooh, a fighting type or something. There we go. There's the damage. Where was that before? Yes, the only trainer in the game that uses Castform. What's my team looking like right now? You know what? I'll use Cerbert. It'd be kind of funny. I wouldn't use Slacking otherwise, but fuck it. Sure, why not? This is just a part of my playthrough now. I don't even have like... I really just should give Slack off Hyper Beam. Because yeah, I know when Truant is over, it's still gonna lose an extra turn. But like... Fuck it, you know? Just say fuck it. Well, I guess for slacking, I want to teach you to get impacts. But still. Alright, you loaf around or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Up there's just a bunch of bushes for secret bases. Weirdly enough, that is like one of the more memorable parts to me. This whole route is fucking memorable to me, but it feels like it shouldn't be. Like, I remember this part because of the HM video I showed off, like, Hypercutter here. And then edited I edited that footage in such a way that I had somebody ask me how the fuck to use HMs without going into the menu like that. And I had to tell them that's video editing, baby. But that was actually kind of funny that was a conversation I had to have at all. But to be fair, I edited that in such a way that it did look very convincing. So, I'm proud of myself for that. What do we got here? What's an Absol? I don't know where it is, though. I hear it, but I don't see it. Absol is a Pokemon I really want to use at one point. I mean, like, this is like a terrible time for me to use it because I'm already running Mightyena. I love too many Dark-type Pokemon and it sucks. I just one of these days, I should just say fuck it and do a Mono-type Dark Pokemon run. I don't know what game I would do it in, though. Did I lose it? I think I did. Yeah, it took too long. That was a Kecleon. What the fuck? Oh, it's right here. It's one of the invisible ones. Yeah, that technically counts. What the? There's a secret base here? Probably through, like, Spot Pass or Secret, or what the almost call it, Street Pass, Secret Pass. Yeah, I probably have, like, a lot of, like, Street Pass data for this 3DS without even realizing it. Or maybe this is just from my cartridge file. I don't know. I don't know how I got all the Street Pass data. It just appeared. Like, I don't know if that's from, like, my actual new 3DS, and because I technically had Street Passes on that, and this, I don't think the Street Pass thing is, like, divided. I think it's shared between the games. I actually don't know how any of that shit works. I'm gonna be real. So I can't even, like, be like, oh, yeah, that's why this happens. It's like, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know jack shit. And that is Zigzagoon. Also, this is cool. I like this. I think it's kind of crazy because, like, in the original game, in my opinion, this bridge was here as a flex to show how much graphically better the original Ruby and Sapphire was compared to Generation 2 as a whole, because it would show your reflection as you're walking past. I don't know if it was a reflection or a shadow. It was like one or the other. And it was really cool. And here it just shows a, like, reflection of the sky and whatnot. So it's like basically kind of having its own little parallel here. And I think that's kind of neat. It's not as impressive in my opinion. Like, this is more impressive here, seeing the sky like this, as opposed to as opposed to the originals. But I think this route always stands out to me. It's just a really nice set piece. Pokemon will never be able to do set pieces like this ever again. It makes me really fucking sad. Oh my god, I got a Swampert and I didn't fucking teach it Surf. What is wrong with me? That was like half the reason why I went with Swampert too. It's just like, oh, I want a Pokemon with Surf. I don't know what water. It's got fucking all this shit. Yeah, let's get rid of Tackle. I try to get some, like, breeding moves on there too. Or breeding or egg only moves. Just for fun. Thank you for the follow. So yeah. There's no secret bases here. I'm actually surprised. Okay, there's a Marill in the water. I don't care. I don't care. I think the irony of me having this Swampert is it's going to eventually turn into an HM slave. Because I'm not going to have a separate Pokemon for Dive and Waterfall. So that'll suck for a hot minute, but it is what it is. I think if you say no, she gives you a different berry. I don't know if it's like I don't think she's like one of those berry people who'll give you a different berry depending on the day. I know there are some that do reset daily, but I don't think she's one of them. Also, thanks for the follow. I'm really bad with usernames, so sometimes I just kind of like, I just look and I'm like, I'm glad you're there. I'm not butchering your username. I'm gonna butcher your username. It's like my biggest fear of follow alerts. It's like, yeah, they're nice, but it's also like, if I say your username wrong, I'm going to die live on camera. In Minecraft, I should say in Minecraft, before Twitch thinks I'm actually going to do something, and I'm like, no, I don't actually mean it. I really don't like slacking. I'm gonna be real with you all. Like, I'm only doing this because it's shiny. And it would be kind of... I guess it would feel kind of wasteful to do that. And also just for something different, but I really don't like Truant. There are ways to get rid of it. There are strategies around it, but slacking is a very, like, niche Pokemon for a reason. And it was never competitively viable because of that goddamn ability. If it didn't have that ability, it'd be way more competitively viable. Oh boy, am I doing this? I mean, not right now, but am I gonna do that later? I don't know. Probably. The Reggies are kind of cool, so maybe I will. I don't know. My whole thing with this is just kind of to play through the game normally, without worrying about catching stuff, but like, it is optional content. I'll think about it. Is that a TM over there? No, it's just a normal item. No. Actually, that guy might have been a trainer. The old man over there. I don't actually remember. Is this a secret base tree? Yeah, they added that in the remakes. I don't think that was there in the originals. If it was, I don't remember it being there. There's just another fucking trainer right here. This is got to be a trainer they added here. Because I don't remember this trainer being here. Actually, I will use another one. Because I'm going to be too lazy to go back in the menu later. Might as well just do it now. Oh, what do we got over there? That is... Bloom. No, I'm good. I can't believe I missed out on Absol. Also, yeah, I know loading screen, you know, because 3DS limitations, but I genuinely, It feels so weird to have a loading screen in the middle of the route like that at all. I mean, yeah, it's technically it leads to a different route, but it feels weird. I wish they could just connect both of them. What do we got here? Ooh, disable. That's neat, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna use it, but sure. Also, I just realized, was that the only Kecleon I've ever caught? If that's the case, like, damn. Wait, so can you not fly to individual routes unless you've visited the town nearest to them? Because if that's the case, I did not know that. To be fair, that was like a mechanic they added only to this game, to my knowledge, where you can fly to certain routes. I'd say let's try it, but I don't think I have a Pokemon who can fly on me. Oh, I do. Latios, you're my fly slave now. That feels gross. We can get rid of... Psycho Shift is such a cool move that I don't think would ever actually be good. It is so situational, but like, I bet it's really cool to figure out a use for that. We'll get rid of Peel Pulse. Okay, that's the Pokedex. That's not what I meant to open up there. Let's see. Alrighty. Yeah, I guess not. That's weird how that works. I mean, I would say I guess it's so you don't, like, skip out on the route, but, like, you're not... Well, I guess it would depend on where the warp point is within the route itself, because I guess in theory, if they made the fly point later in the route, you could be skipping some of it, but at the same time, like, who the fuck is gonna be like, yeah, doing... I mean, I guess if you're a speedrunner, that would be, like, a really good speedrun thing to do, probably, but I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's one of those, like, technically I get it, but at the same time I just think it's kind of weird. It's a Viper. I do have a psychic type Pokemon. Forgot. I'm smart. Part of me is like, I hate that Latios is no longer a roamer, because I feel like that part of that experience is no longer there in the remakes. But at the same time, I'm like, thank God it's no longer a roaming Pokemon. I say that, but I think with Gen 10, I think if they kept with the open world with Scarlet and Violet, a roaming Pokemon in an open world Pokemon game would actually kind of go hard. I will eat my words if it's not, but I feel like it would actually be kind of cool. Maybe I'm crazy for that. I don't know. Yeah, we're not doing that right now. It's also weird that they have like no encounters right there. That is really weird. Another Street Pass base. Oh my god. Or maybe it was also from Spot Pass. I can believe Spot Pass having some kind of... I can believe some of these secret bases being just from the online, is what I'm trying to say, if I can actually speak. I love you with your normal slacking. I have the cool slacking. Even my cooler slacking here. You know what, yes. Is dual chop even good? It's probably not. Also, I don't want to think about the fact that I don't know if I've ever talked about this yet. I don't want to think about the fact that Sceptile sucks, and that in the sense of the physical special split was not kind to Sceptile. It was really not kind to Sceptile, and I don't want to think about it. Because Sceptile gets all of these physical moves, and it has like the shittiest physical attack stat, but its special attack stat's really good, and it gets no special attacking moves. It's terrible. God awful. It makes you like wonder why they didn't redistribute the stats. It probably wouldn't have been like hard to do that. Like, it probably wouldn't have been as easy as, here you go, just redo all your stats. But at the same time, they did do that for X and Y, where they did they did mess with total base stats for some Pokemon. Not to that extreme, but, I mean, it's doable. They can do it. I don't know why they won't. Because I genuinely feel like that Sceptile was kind of robbed. Like, you turn this guy into like a fast physical sweeper. Yeah, Sceptile would have went hard. It makes me wonder if Mega Sceptile, if it increases Sceptile's special physical attack over its special. I don't know. So this is like so weird to me that they changed the Safari Zone in this version of the game. Because now it's no longer like, it's not based on how many steps, like it's not like you take a certain amount of steps and you're kicked out, and you don't pay to get 30 Safari balls to just catch a Pokemon. You can just do whatever. You can just kind of walk around, do whatever the fuck you want. And I wonder why they changed this to be the way it is. Like, I genuinely have no idea. Like, there's no trainers here. There are still NPCs, but they're like, you know, they talk about setting up food. It's kind of weird because I don't remember some of like the stuff in the original. But to be fair, I think in the remakes, the Safari Zone was like one of the least. Oh my god, there's a fucking Mega Stone right there for the acro bike only. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. That's an L for me. I don't even know what Mega Stone that is. I wish I had the acro bike now. But oh well. I guess fuck me. At least I get this big pearl. Like, ooh, I need the money that bad. Damn, these fucking acrobike shit is everywhere in this version of the Safari Zone. I don't even know what Pokemon that was. I'm gonna be real with you. That one I recognize. It's not a Sumeru, is it? No, Girafarig. It's Girafarig. That's Girafarig. I'm not crazy, right? Where the fuck? Oh, it's all the way up there. Yeah, it's Girafarig. I don't even know if I can get to it in time. Yeah, Safari Zone is like really weird in this version of the game. Also, this it feels like this fucking version of the Safari Zone heavily prefers Acro Bike over Mach Bike. Also feels like way smaller than I remember too. I wouldn't be surprised if they fully remade this map in this version of the game. Also, did that say Pikachu or Pichu? Well, it probably is just Pikachu. Oh, it is Pikachu, yeah. I don't know why I thought I heard Pichu. Level 40? Whoa, that's pretty fucking high for this point of the game. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's female Pikachu. That's neat. Anyways, so I start blasting. I think I'm gonna. Well, no, I would fly back here, but I can't. I can't fly here yet. I gotta wait until I go to Lily Cove. Because it's gonna bother me, even if it's a Mega Stone I won't be able to use. Like, I want to pick it up. Kecleon is not in Safari Zone. Unless they added Kecleon to the Safari Zone in this version of the game. Also, this is definitely new to this version of the game. There was no vending machine here. Something I talked about in my Pokeblocks videos, I feel weird that like they didn't add a mix, like a berry blending machine to the Safari Zone. I feel like that would have been a really good addition. I don't know why they didn't do that. And now it's like they don't really need to do it at all because there's no Pokeblock mechanics related to it. Oh boy, Dream Eater. A move that kind of sucks. I saw like a video saying that's like a noob trap of a move. That or defense curl into rollout. Cause like, yeah, it does increase the accuracy and it does. Well, I don't know if it increases accuracy, it definitely increases the power. Oh, I can fly the Safari Zone now? Hold up. Maybe I will swap out the bikes just for the hell of it. Well, that's cool that you can at least fly here now. I can't fly this route yet. That's really weird how that works. It is what it is. I also didn't mean to fly here. I just wanted to see if I could. Which, to be fair, with route, what is this, 121, right? No, this is a route, 119. When 119, it's so weird that they put, like, the fly. I guess it's technically in the middle of the route, but it feels way higher up. Let's go get the Acro Bike. I want to know what that Mega Stone was. It's probably for, well, I don't think it's for Beedrill. If I had to guess, it was probably the one for, Pinsir. I think that's the Pinsir one. I don't actually know. I'm fucking guessing. I'm taking pot shots over here. I don't fucking know jack shit. I'm like the Pokemon guy, but I'm not like that head ass into Pokemon guy. Become marketable? Thank you for the pets. Where the fuck is the bike store? Am I crazy? Mobile, is this... Oh, it's fucking... They changed where it is in this one. Good evening, good animal. Hello. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not animal. In a male? In a male? In a minoal. In a minoal. I'm just saying words. Hello, good evening. I'm, vibing. No, this is like the fucking battle food court. Amir. Yeah. I just don't... I both think it's neat, and I also fucking hate that they changed this map. Because it makes swapping out bikes a pain in the ass, but to be fair, eventually, in the remakes, you can get both bikes on you always. Can I fly in here? No, that's another thing I fucking hate, because technically, there's a roof above your house. So, technically, you can't fly here, and it's dumb. I hate it. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. I'll swap it in a moment here. I'll swap my PG tuber. I'll do that while it's kicking me to the safari zone. There we go. Oh, thank God the game is smart and it realizes, oh yeah, you swap bikes, so you don't have to fucking put it back on there. Oh, actually, I was gonna say the bunny hop is useless now, but that's not like fully true. The bunny hop still has uses. Like, I mean, you can do this with it. Oh my God. Can I please, game? Is it gone now? Am I crazy? Did that Megazone go away? Was I too late? No, I don't think this game is like X and Y, where the Megazones are like based off of a time of day. I hope not. If they are, well, I guess I'm a fucking loser for not having an acro bike ASAP. Do I really need to surf here? I guess this is what we're doing. Oh, look at this. Look at this bullshit over here. It's probably going to be Mach Bike now. And well, guess who got rid of his Mach Bike? Oh, this guy. The clown right here in the corner of the screen. Yeah, it's fucking Mach Bike. That's a kick in the balls. So that means we don't get that until way later. I do think it is cool in the you know, the remakes to let you have both bikes at all times. It sucks you have to. It's basically a post game reward, but still cool. But man, did I miss out on a fucking Megastone apparently. At least I'm pretty sure it was over here. I don't know where else it could have been. I also hate that these are basically walls. What the fuck is that Pokemon? I don't remember. A Dawn fan? Yeah, sure, why not? You know what? Mass ball, why not? Yeah, it works out. Cool. Another one? Yeah, I don't care if it ran away. I'm good. It's also like weird to see Donphan here because the originals you could not catch Donphan here. It was only Fanfy. Then in Emerald, they're like, hey, you want all these Johto Pokemon here? Because that's what you're gonna get. A ton of Johto Pokemon post game only, but a ton of Johto Pokemon. It's really weird because at one point I was like, I want to make a Safari Zone video. Then like 50 different people made a Safari Zone video. So I'm like, I'm not making a Safari Zone video anymore. What do we got here? What do we got? Gloom. I'm good. Another Pikachu. I'm good. Yeah, it feels like they really made the Safari Zone really cramped and small in this version of the game. It definitely was not this cramped. It definitely wasn't this acrobike held. Yeah. Come on. Okay, was it? Was the Mega Stone? Oh, this is the Mega Stone. Absolute. Oh, yo! That was hard. Let's go. It's like actually one of my favorite Megas. That one sounds familiar. Oh, I hear that hidden Pokemon, but I'm not gonna be able to get to it. And now it's despawned. That kind of sucks about this version of the Safari Zone. As you get that happening to you while you're exploring, you're just kind of screwed over. That's another Gloom, I don't care. I don't remember what the other Pokemon was, and I wanted to say it's Sunkern, but no, that's not Sunkern or Sunflora. No, it was not 2. I'm pretty sure that was not 2. I'm gonna fly out of here. I really don't like the Safari Zone. It feels so small, cramped. It feels like you need both bikes to fully explore it, even then. It just feels like there's not really a lot of space here. Kinda sucks. Hardcore. And I got rid of the mock bike for that, so hooray. Did he not see me in the bushes there? That's so weird. Okay, but you can see me now. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Send out your fucking Manectric. I remember this guy too. I remember this guy in the original versions of the games, and he came out a lot of money when you beat him. Yeah, it's so weird. Also, it feels even weirder because, like, this route has Gentleman Walter White. He is not fucking Walter White. This dude is not about to give me fucking cocaine. Crack cocaine. Coca-Cola. Can't get rid of me. It'd be like if you got rid of Coca-Cola or whatever the fuck he says there. What? Is that a fucking palo bird? I need to know if I'm right. That is a palo bird, isn't it? Yeah! Oh my god, it's holding a pretty wing. God, I'm getting to the point where I can recognize Pokemon by cries. I don't know if that's like a... There's something wrong with me. I don't know, fuck you. Get out of here. She has just a Pikachu, if I remember correctly. I like the Smoochum magazine, though. That kind of goes hard. So what do I tell you? I know this game a little bit too much. Bro's being conditioned. Conditioned to do what? Huh? What am I being conditioned to do? Oh, knowing Pokemon? I wouldn't say it's being conditioned. You're just learning. Conditioning would be like expecting me to get a reward or something out of it, and then like doing it without being told. That's another Kecleon. Oh, it's so weird that Kecleon are just on this route now. Like a pro gamer. I don't like that they made the tall grass here. It's so weird that they did that. Like, I don't know why they decided to change that, because in the originals there was not like the tall grass. It was just the regular bushy grass. And I kind of think it's weird to have this here, because like before it like implied that we were getting into this very like woody, jungly area. But now we're getting up to Lincoln City, which is more like civilized, so it feels like this shouldn't be like, this overgrown grass should not be a thing. I don't know, maybe that's just me bitching about a minor design thing. Where the land ends and the sea begins. Oh, baby. You know what they say about water? There's too much of it. Except I don't say that. Man, I just realized I don't have a fucking Sharkpedo. So I gotta do like the basic bitch surfing speed. I'm regretting this. Never enough water, if you ask me. I think the water routes were not that bad. I think they are iconic for a fucking reason. I will fight people on that. Oh, that's really weird. You actually are required to fight her here. That's really weird. In the originals, this was the last rival fight, and she was optional. I mean, I was gonna fight her anyways, but it feels so fucking weird, man. Oh, I didn't mean to doubt her. I wasn't paying attention. I thought she was asking if I've caught that many Pokemon. I misread. Oh, let's have a Pokemon battle! Sure! Why not? Am I going overkill right now? I don't know. Maybe. This is gonna kill me, though. No, it didn't kill me. I was expecting that to kill me. Not that this rival fight is any, like, difficult or anything. This rival fight's just kind of standard. Oh, we'll swap out Swampert. Maybe I'll fucking catch a Sarpedo now. I'll keep changing up my team. It's a bad habit. But I think Sharpedo is kind of cool anyways. And I think the fact that you can surf on it for double surfing speed is also like a very neat thing they did, and they didn't have to do that. He'll swap Pokemon. We'll go back into Mega Sceptile. I'm sorry for not talking. I was like adjusting my mic because this is a new mic stand, or not mic stand. This is a new mic arm, so I'm trying to make it so like when I do like lean back a certain way, my microphone is still relatively close to my mouth. Because before, like during the web fishing streams, oh my god, this spray loom actually might kill me with counter. That's kind of sad. Oh, it would be if it wasn't like that. Well, it wasn't about to one-shot it. Well, not one-shot it, but didn't have that much health left. What am I trying to say here? I don't know. The point being is that I do have a new mic arm, so I'm just adjusting it there. Because I'm like leaning back in a certain way, and like, wait a second, I kind of want the mic to be like over there, and yeah. And I muted it because I don't know if it's making any noise. It looked like it was. So yeah. I'm surprised we still have the meteorite. No. I'm not focusing on the Pokemon League. No. I've been... Well, okay, so it started off as me putting my mic... It was basically, I was crucifying it to like a book holder, like a book... I don't know, it's like a little metal thing you put to hold onto a book for you, like a book divider or something like that. That is how I was holding, that's how I was using my mic before, because I got rid of my old mic arm because it was old and it was falling apart and it was dingy and it made very gross sounds. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna replace it. I forgot I was doing that because then I moved here and I couldn't find it. I was like, wait a second, I threw it away. And then I forgot all about me throwing it away. Yeah, so then like when I moved here, I got like I don't know if it was like a hairband or like it was something or other. It wasn't a rubber band, but it was like basically something. I think it's like a hair tie, I think what it was. Yeah, this one is working well. I wish it was... I kind of wish I bought a new version of my old one. Because this one at least does the job, but I do miss that old one a lot, even if it was kind of shitty. It was just basically shitting the bed. But I figured, you know what, a mic stand is only like $15, $20. Fuck it. Or, I mean, ARM. But yeah. But the funny thing is that eventually, after having that dumb do-it-yourself moment, I realized that I actually had a piece to hook it up. I had like a mic clip piece, and I hooked that up to um the mic stand. So I actually had my microphone on a mic stand for like a few days. Which, to be fair, I thought it looked kind of cool, but it was like neat to have, but it was like I not only was this too late, but also like I need the mic arm still. Yeah, it's like it's an arm. It's clamped onto my desk. It's really weird because like I have to set up I have to do my setup way differently now, as opposed to when I was living in my old situation. Because before I had a L-shaped desk to the right. This is an L-shaped desk to the left, and it's been very, very weird to get used to. But due to how this room is, this was the only way for me to do this L-shaped desk. Basically, I only had two corners I could have put this desk in. The corner behind this desk, which is right next to a window, and right next to a radiator. So I was like, that's probably not a good idea. The corner to my right is where the door is, so that would not have worked out. And then the corner behind that is also... That one could have worked out if my bed was not there, so... My bed takes up too much space for it to have space for that. Well, maybe. Oh no, because the closet's also there too, so I wouldn't want to do that because of the closet. Because they would get in the way of the closet, and like that would have been pretty bad. So yeah, I'm getting used to that, but at least I have a mic arm now, so I can get back to making videos eventually now. But I don't know. I still gotta edit the big sipping video. I gotta go like open that. I have not opened that in weeks. I also need to put together my bookshelf, which I've been not fully avoiding, but there's like a part of it that I have no idea how to do it, and I need to call the company and be like, hey, what the fuck is the bookshelf? Basically, they had like the company I bought the bookshelf from has like a helpline. They want you to call it before you do a return or whatever the fuck with Amazon. So I should do that eventually too. Oh my god, I don't have enough money. But yeah, but for the most part, at least now I'm mostly moved in now, which is good. I'm like 90% moved in. There's only 2 boxes that are still filled with shit, and that's only because I don't have the bookshelf up. Once I get the bookshelf up, I'll be good. Then I should be starting my new job next week. Yeah. I'm so thankful for everybody who commissioned me for the Final Fantasy stuff, because that's been getting me through this weird part of my life here. Oof. Without that, I don't know how I would be affording anything right now. So, yeah. I'm just glad I found something like that where I could, like, make money off of it. Because that was never the intention of me making those. Because like, it started off as a little fun edit for me, because I played through Final Fantasy 16. And I was like, oh my god, there's like the fucking... I'll get real fucking slack off. I'm never gonna use this fucking ass move. I was like, you know, I saw the 16 like Final Fantasy sprite, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Which I didn't realize it's based off of not Final Fantasy 6, but it's actually based off of Record Keeper, because the updated way they did the sprites is that when they do the victory dance, they actually go back to one leg as a reference to the old like Final Fantasy games. Because in the original 6, they actually, with the updated graphics, they actually did do it on 2 legs, which is a fucking weird niche detail which only I realized because of fucking Final Fantasy 16. So thanks Final Fantasy 16 for making me realize things. Well, basically, I looked up Record Keeper sprites, and I made my own little edit for myself. And then I watched a Twitch streamer, like a Harakar Twitch streamer, and I made one for him. And he's like, oh, because like I used mine in his chat, and he's like, oh, I kind of, I want one like that. Like he wanted to get something like that eventually, so I made one for him as a gift, and then I did my first commission after that because like somebody in his chat wanted me to make one for them, and then I was like, fuck it. I started to make more and more, and some of them were commissions, some of them were just gifts. I just kind of just doing it. Also, this is important to me. I think the substitute doll is really fucking cute, and it goes hard. Now that's also different in the remake, because in the originals, it was random. I wonder what the thing next to it says. Lilycoat Viridian. Let's shop at the Lilycoat department store with a whole Rangers. Okay, alrighty. I see what you're doing. But yeah, this is a billboard, I guess. I'm so glad that the department store I'm so glad that the department store like roof sale is not random in this game, which is cool. I genuinely think that's really cool. But it's also like I'm good for now. Actually, did I do the lottery here? I failed it. I know for a fact I failed it. Oh, did I match one digit? I should have not have mastered that so fast. I think I matched only one digit. What's my ID here? Oh, maybe I didn't. I don't know. And now I'll never know because I was stupid and I mashed the A button without thinking. Yeah. It's so weird to see this place actually filled with art exhibits. Is that a fucking Lucario? That looks like a fucking Lucario right there. Oh, am I crazy? Or is that a fucking Lucario? Oh, there's Arceus right there. That's cool. Screw this! Looks like the one cactus Pokemon. That is not the one cactus Pokemon. That is not Maractus. That is Roselia. Thank you very much. Oh, there's the old fucking glass sculpture. Oh, the stone. I don't think that looks like Maractus. Maybe Cacturn? If it had to be a... But I think it looks more like Lucario to me. Maybe I'm crazy. But it would make sense if it was like a Hoenn region Pokemon. Oh shit, you know what the guy right here kind of looks like? And I don't know if this is intentional. But he kind of looks like the one dude from fucking Legends Arceus. Am I crazy? I forget that dude's name. It's been a hot minute, but it's the guy who thinks Dialga is Arceus. It kind of looks like him a little bit. I don't think that's intentional, especially because he didn't use like an Altaria or anything. But that would have been cool if it was. Also, like, holy shit, this looks really fucking cool. I need like this, but in high res. Now, from what I understand, then I'll let him cook. Let who cook? Me? What am I cooking? I'm not cooking anything. But yeah, I need this in high res. This looks really fucking cool. But from what I understand, in X and Y, because there's also a museum in that game, in X and Y they use TCG art for the paintings. From what I understand, at least. I don't actually know, but is what I've been this is what people have told me. Holy fuck. I do not have that kind of money, my guy. And then you can't go up to the second floor until you do Pokemon contests, blah blah blah. I'm not cooking anything. I'm browsing. I do like the reference to the original glass sculptures from here in the original Ruby and Sapphire games. I think it's cool that there's actually art in here now in this version of the game. That is like a cool thing that the remakes were able to do, because before they really couldn't do that, and it sucked. But now it doesn't suck. Okay, now I need to know something really stupid. We're gonna have to go here later. Well, not this. This is just, I need to see if I can get the rest TM. Pokeflute. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Still TM44. I don't know how the fuck it still is TM44. I also forgot that Sleep Talk was a TM in this gen. I hope Pokemon is going. It's been going pretty well. Okay, so something I want to check in this version of the game. I have not played Ruby. I've only played Alpha Sapphire all the way through, so I don't know if they changed this. Please tell me they changed this. Okay, no, they did not. But to be fair, the interior is like different here, so it's whatever. But in the original versions of Ruby and Sapphire, something I really liked, and it's such a small, stupid detail. The amount you had to surf in Ruby was smaller than in Sapphire, because it was Team Magma was more focused on the land, so therefore their base had way less water in it than Team Aqua's base, who were, you know, obsessed with, you know, expanding the sea. So I thought that was a cool detail. I don't know if this platform is here in Alpha Sapphire. It's been a hot bit since I played Alpha Sapphire. Maybe it's not, and it's just this ramp here. But yeah, it's like the stupidest small-ass detail I know about Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. And then these grunts will tell you where to go. Like, oh, your boss is here. He's called to steal something important. Where do you go? You think I'm going to tell you? And then this guy tells you, like, oh, what do you want to team back? Boss is here. He's on his way to Mt.Pyre. Why do you go? Oh, you think I'd tell you? Like, yeah, it's funny. I like that. The fuck? There's a tentacle. I guess you could get into wild encounters here. Really weird to think about that, huh? I don't want to, though. Yeah, we gotta go to Mt.Pyre now. Yeah, I like little small details like that. There's a lot of them. And I really like that, because some of them feel like the rewards for paying attention to Pokemon lore, and just for a consistency, and I really genuinely love that a lot. But I think one of the funniest things of like them going against that in a very weird way was when they retconned the Slowpoke tail thing in Sun and Moon, which is like the weirdest fucking retcon, which makes like gold and silver look really fucking weird. But it is what it is. And that retcon being in Sun and Moon, Slowpoke tail is no longer a delicacy. It is like something you can just buy. And instead of it being like, oh, they harm Slowpoke, it's like they retconned it to be like, oh, well, Slowpoke like don't even notice it, and then they grow back the tail anyways. Where in Gold and Silver, that was not the case. And here is the fucking nothing. So you actually could do the event now if you had it, the Eon Ticket event, which I could probably get it, but I don't know. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like doing it right now, even if I had it. But it is just like a weird, neat thing you could do. I'm also going to swap my bikes out before I forget to swap my bike, because I am tired of having the slow bike, because I want to go fast. Give me the Mach bike, baby. Give it to me. Give me the faster one. But yeah. The zoomies. Yeah, you get me. The zoomies. I gotta go zoom. Like Zoom Plume. I feel like that is like a commercial that only I would know about. I don't even know what the fuck that was. Because I feel like there was a local... Oh god, I feel like talking about shit like this would dox where I used to live. And I don't want to talk about it, but there was like a... It was like a water park that had a very fucking iconic commercial. But I'm pretty sure that water park was like local to my area. Not extremely local, not like super nearby, but I think it was like in the same county or something like that. I'm just randomly thinking about that now. Can't hear the aliens when you zoom past them, yeah. What the fuck emote is that? Oh, that's like a... I'm not gonna lie, that emote looked like a fucking pup hood, and I was like, what the fuck kind of emote is that? Oh my god. Because of that emote, I am now in this spite. I blame you for this. Skill issue. Maybe it's a little bit of a skill issue. Get hooded? What the fuck does that mean? Also, Duskull is a really cool Pokemon. I like Duskull's design. That's like peak Pokemon design right there. I have like a Duskull plushie. I think it goes hard. Dusclops also goes hard, and as much as people clown on Dusknoir for existing because of the Evilatite, I think Dusknoir goes hard too. I think we got like a lot of good Pokemon in Hoenn. Like, I've seen all of the beta designs. I've seen all the scrap Pokemon now due to the leak. And I think a lot of those Pokemon were scrapped for good reason. Some people think like Beta, Sableye, and Absol look really good. And I'm like, I don't know. Beta Sableye, I get why it was called Sableye in the beta now. Because holy shit, it was just a giant fucking eye. I don't think the design would have like stood the test of time. Like, you can tell Game Freak went through a ton of different designs with the with with the Ruby and Sapphire Pokemon, and it really what the is that a Nurse Joy? Is there like a heal spot in the middle of this goddamn route? That is a weird thing for them to add here. Huh. I guess I already healed when we take those. I like how they added this just right here. That was not in the original, but they wanted to put a sign here and they put it in the most awkward fucking place. Oh, I don't have repels on. Fuck. So Mt.Pyre is right there, but I'm gonna go south. It's okay, it's really weird that like these two routes are divided by a loading screen, because that route is barely a route. It's basically just there for Mt.Pyre. Oh, big route. That's weird. Oh, I guess it makes sense. In the original game, she actually gave you Giga Drain. And I forgot if Giga Drain was still a TM in Gen 6, but I guess it's not, so they gave you a big fucking route instead. Which I gotta wonder if that's even like a good item. Because I know they boosted, they made Giga Drain actually usable in Gen 5. Alright, yeah, thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. See ya! But I don't actually know if it's like any good enough, even with the fucking the words I'm escaping me, even with the big route here. Oh my god, thanks for the thanks for the two community subs, DJ Ponyboy. I appreciate it. So it feels weird that they add like a new trainer type to this game in particular. I forgot to put back up my repel. Fuck. Yeah, have a good night. And thanks again for those gifted subs. One of these days I will find my repels. I feel like an old man. Like, going through the menus like this, not knowing where anything is, when I really should. It also doesn't help that these games are like... I think they're 10 years old now. I don't remember if they are. No, I think they are because they came out in 2014, I'm pretty sure. I probably should have swapped out for Armory, but... Yeah, we'll swap out. We'll do a late swap out because I'm indecisive, I guess. Well, glad I swapped out now because holy shit. Also, it feels so terrible seeing this game run at like the worst fucking frame rate as soon as it like does any kind of camera work. It's really funny to see that because like, especially knowing that X and Y in the beta was supposed to have a more dynamic camera, a part of me was like, why didn't they keep it? And then I remember that like them getting rid of it is not really because of that. Why the fuck am I learning focus energy this late? That's weird. But yeah, like part of me was like, why did they keep it? But the other part of me was like, because the fucking battles go to 8 frames per second when there's any kind of camera work. Though I kind of wish that like these games had something, or the new 3DS in general had something that let it be like, all right, you're playing this on a old, like a new 3DS, we'll bump the frame rate for you or whatever. I do know you can overclock the new 3DS, so like old DS games will run better. But like you have to homebrew your fucking thing to do that. It's not like an innate option. And I'm also not really too sure if overclocking is a good thing to do. I don't know. Like I know it will help performance, but I don't know if it will like screw you over in the long run. Like I don't know if that'll deteriorate your machine. I don't know much in terms of that kind of stuff. Oh, that kills me. What the fuck? I was not expecting that to kill. Oh, hi, Sherbert. You're back, I guess. I'm gonna fucking burn them. I was gonna say that's not my burning attacks, and then I realized that's because that's fucking slacking and not my fucking Blaziken there. Get nuked. Oh, it can cause over. I didn't know, like, I figured that was like a thing. I was more worried about like if it would fuck up like your machine in the sense of like would it fucking, what am I trying to say? Like make your parts not decay. I feel like it, maintenance wise, there's probably some words I don't fucking know. But basically, I'm just like afraid it would just mess something up. Not in terms of performance, but in terms of like actually being able to continuously use like your device when you overclock. But then again, I don't know jack shit when it comes to these terms or whatnot. So what do I know? Nothing. That's what I know. Also, this is kind of cool. They give you like all of these. Oh my god, there's actually berries here. What the fuck? Did I plant? No, I did not plant these here. I don't think I did. I think these are actually just here. Because these are one of every elemental reducing berry. Which I don't know if these are actually used in competitive or not. Because like these seem cool in theory, but I don't know if they're actually good. That's something I was wondering about because I don't know if they would like burn out like a device's like graphics card or whatever the fuck you call it. Basically, I'm just like worried about like stuff like that. Because I know if you leave a device on for too long, it will eventually get fucked over. Not immediately, but you know. Basically, I'm worried for the care of my devices, I guess. I would say computers, but like the 3DS is not a computer. I could actually overclock my 3DS right now, even. I don't even know if that would be worth it though. I'll mess with it another time. Because I do have this 3DS homebrewed. I have all my 3DSs homebrewed. Because, like, there's no point in not homebrewing them anymore. So... There'll be so many fucking berries on this route. Jesus Christ. But the point of this area in particular... I wish it wasn't, like, so divided. I liked how it was in the original Ruby and Sapphire, where it was, like, just a few lines, like, close together. Where here, they're all kind of spread apart, and I don't like how spread apart they are. I think it's really dumb. But outside of that, it's still nice to have, like, all of these berries being planted here. Or at least if you wanted to farm berries, this is, like, a good place to do it at. Oh my god, there's still more of them. But yeah, I like that this is still... As a matter of fact, it's probably bigger. It's a bigger berry hub in this version of the game compared to the originals. But I don't like how spread out they are. Like, did you really need to, like, do this? Like, you have all this space here, and it feels really wasted when you do it like that. I don't know. I don't know what it is with me tonight. It's like my post-nasal drip is fucking killing me. That was a shuppet. That one I know for a fact was a shuppet. Very weird that they put a Pokemon Center here, but you know what? I'll take it. There's also, like, stuff I missed on that previous route. I don't know if I'll get them. Maybe I'll go back for that a later time. But Mt.Pyre. I remember this place being annoying when I was a kid because I didn't know what the fucking repel. There are traitors on this floor. That is new. That is fucking new to this version of the game. I'll tell you that. That was definitely not in the original. Why the fuck does this dude have a Staryu? That's really weird. You coming at me with a fucking... Now this makes sense. Unlike fucking Star... Well, I guess Staryu becomes part psychic later on. So... I guess it makes sense. I'm going to drown in self-pity. You go do that, I guess. Why are you even here? Now I'm scared to actually talk to people. They shouldn't all be trainers here. Yeah, that actually would be kind of... Yeah. That is like... Oh, what the Where is it? Where are you hiding? There's nowhere to hide. You tell me you're in one of the fucking tombstones? You can't be. Where? Where can you hide? Well, that's a trainer. It's really weird where they added trainers in this version of the game. Because I'm not like saying that the remakes need to be like one-to-one faithful or whatever, you know? But at the same time, I'm just like, oh, I'm surprised they changed stuff like that. Oh baby, it's time for Mega Drain. I hate that does more damage because not only does Larion have a higher defense stat, but Sceptile has a higher special attack stat than his physical attack stat. Oh god. People don't come here often, so I thought there'd be rare Pokemon. What kind of fucking logic is that? That's such a weird ass logic. Oh, they just appear like little smoke clouds, like fucking black and white. Cleanse tag. The fucking worthless hold item in my opinion. I am on the first floor, right? Yeah, I am. Huh. I guess they really changed the first floor of this place because, like, there should be an exit here, but I guess they put that on the second floor? I guess so. But then again, there weren't trainers on the original, like in the original Mt.Pyre. At least not on the first floor. There were trainers later on, but not on the first floor. I need to clarify that. Feels so fucking weird that they changed that. I don't remember that change at all. Because I remember some of the changes, but like I'm just surprised. I'm almost tempted to use that big root here. Well, no, if I had Giga Drain, I would use it, but like Mega Drain, no, that's kind of shitty. Is Mega Drain still like 40, like, power? I need to know now. Yeah, it's still 40 power. God, that's like awful. I hate it. I want to heal the full with orange berries only. Oh my god, I actually have enough orange berries. I was going to do it for a bit. Shoutouts to the citrus berry buff that they added in Gen 4. Or berry only run. Oh no. Super Repel. I don't think either of these two are trainers. Yeah. That guy definitely... I think she's a trainer. No, she's not. Oh my god, they got rid of the holes? That's a deep cut, yeah. So in the original game, there were actually there was like a puzzle you could do where you can actually fall down holes. But I guess they got rid of it in the remake. I didn't remember that at all. But then again, I know they heavily changed Abandoned Ship in the remake. I know that for a fact. Oh my 3DS is fucking blinking right now. Holy fuck, it scares me when it does that. Well, I guess it catches your attention more than like the other way when it's about to run out of power. It sucks I can't charge this thing while like doing capture on like my regular DS, but that's just because it's not hooked up in that way. And that sucks. But it is what it is. You know, I will Mega. I wish you had Earthquake. Earthquake on Sherbert would kind of go hard. I don't want to learn Flail. That's not worth it. But yeah, I guess I got rid of the holes. That is so weird that they got rid of the holes. I guess that makes sense. This is weird. Now, it feels like they fucking took out a lot of the character in this place in particular. Kinda don't like that. Well, I was gonna go after that Shuppet, but whatever. Dude, just sleeping here. Also didn't realize they can move around. Oh, this thing is gonna be a pain in the fucking ass. I'm not going after it. Not the Pokemon I was expecting, but that works, I guess. That's Really weird, but okay. Oh, hello. Look at these. I wouldn't. I don't know if that would be like a way I would describe enjoyment, but sure, I guess. How much base power is dual chop anyways? I don't think it's like super high. Isn't it like fucking 20 base power? 40. So like it hits twice, so it's more like 80. When I'm here, I shiver in fear. Good enough good enough to drop an album. Oh my god. What the fuck? Is it that low where I'm just gonna keep missing until I actually do something? There we go. Let's get fully healed because of... No, it's not? I'm surprised. There we go. I'm not staying with you. Hell no. I'm good. Yeah, this place was heavily changed in this version of the game. It feels really foreign and just weird. I'm so used to like this place basically being an optional area. Like it was and wasn't at this. Like basically parts of Mt.Pyre, like the indoor part, was optional. And then the outdoor part was actually where you need to go to progress, through the game. So it's like really weird to me that they actually changed that, and now it's like it's optional. I mean, it's required, not optional. You do both. Because in the original Ruby and Sapphire, at the base of the first floor of Mt.Pyre, you just go up a different path that leads you out to the top of Mt.Pyre, which I'm believing this is the path right here. Yeah, put another one up. Yep. So I guess there is still some optional stuff, but it's like not much, if anything at all. Which at this rate, you might as well go up here. It's not even an optional area at this point. I mean, it is still. Well, it's like there's not much left. Medicham might. What do you mean? It's not the standard from JoJo? Yeah, this whole area is just new. I think it's funny that I didn't know what an epitaph was until JoJo, but I only thought to look it up because of the King Crimson song that's named Epitaph. It's so funny that to think of the localized versions, they named it Eulogy instead, which I guess that works. Emperor Crimson also works, but it's like, I don't know, man. it sucks that they gotta do that. I get it, copyright, blah blah blah. Wait, are you telling me you can't use fucking King Crimson epithet? These are just words. You can't copyright a word like that. Yeah, I'm good. God, it feels... Oh, there's the fog. I was gonna say, it'd feel weird if the fog wasn't here. Give me my Ultra Ball. That actually, for some reason, I just remember there's an Ultra Ball there. I mean, like, in the remakes, it's pretty fucking obvious that you can go over there. And it's pretty obvious that's gonna have something there. But, like... in the originals, there was no camera pan, so yeah. Also, why the fuck are there wiggles up here? That is something they definitely added in the remakes. It's like, oh, we don't need wiggles up here. This is where you catch your bolt picks. This is where you catch, well, you don't catch Chimecho here. You catch Chimecho on the next screen, but still. I remember going out of my way as a kid to find Chimecho. So I just thought it was like a Pokemon. It was just a honed Pokemon I saw no trainers use. And I finally caught one. And I was like, wow, this thing is garbage. Well, I didn't think that immediately, but like, yeah, it was like, Chimecho's not a good Pokemon. We'll go after you. I said like I have a choice, but I thought it was like a double battle situation there, but it's not. Oh, I forgot the Mega. It doesn't matter. It'll be fine. It won't be fine. Actually, thinking about it now, I understand like why a lot of Pokemon types are the way they are, like why they're super effective and not very effective against whatnot. I never understood why Poison is weak to Psychic. Is it because like your mind can get over toxins or something like that? I genuinely don't know. And I'm now just thinking about that because of this shit. Swagger is a very funny move where in theory I understand like what it's trying to do, but in execution it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Because I get it, in theory, when you hit yourself from confusion, you'll do more damage to yourself if your attack stat is boosted by 2. But in execution, you just gave a Pokemon a ×2 like boost, well not a ×2, like a 2-stage boost to their physical attack, which could bite you in the ass. I've always wondered if moves like that in Flatter were ever used in competitive. Like, you make the other Pokemon hold like a berry, like a prison berry, so they get over their confusion immediately. And then you basically use one Pokemon to buff the other one. I wonder if that's like a viable thing competitive. Probably not, if I had to think, because I don't think I've ever heard of that. I'm not like super, like, I'm not super knowledgeable about competitive Pokemon, but like, I know like a decent amount. Like, I know like a handful of things about it. Like how in Gen 1 competitive, Porygon is viable only because it's one of the only Pokemon you can really use against Snorlax in a very weird way, where it won't get paralyzed by Snorlax's Body Slam due to how in Gen 1, I don't know if this is like this in other gens too, it might be, but basically like in the early gens, when you use Body Slam on a normal type Pokemon, it won't get paralyzed. If it's not a normal type Pokemon, it has a chance of getting paralyzed. It's really, really weird. Well, I got a decent amount of Lepa berries. You might as well use them. So, something that's actually interesting about this version of the game, again, as I go into differences between this and the originals here. In the originals, Maxie would take the opposite color orb of your game. If I'm remembering that correctly. I hope I am. Because, like, the idea is they take the wrong color and they can't control the Pokemon because of that. But now, in this version of the game, they retcon these to be obviously Megastones. So, of course, the Megastones have to match. So, Maxie is taking the right one, and something different is going to go wrong instead, and you don't take the other orb at all. If I recall that correctly. Also, they make it blatantly clear to go to Slateport City here. Because in the originals, the only way you're supposed to find that out is by going to the base. And the grunts there would be like, oh, we're not going to tell you what he's doing there, but he's going there. But here they're making it very clear to go to Slateport. I feel like that's like one of the only few instances in the base Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald game where it is really unclear where to go unless you know exactly where to look. So I don't really mind that as much. I wish it wasn't so blatant. But at least like you have a good idea of where to go. So I can't really complain. I feel like if I had enough time, or if I had the patience, I should say, I would not mind making a differences video where I talk about the differences between the original Generation 3 games compared to the remakes. I don't know every difference, but like I obviously I know a good amount because I played these are the like the Pokemon games I played the most, so. They also changed her. She's fucking a psychopath in this version of the game. Like, what the fuck would they do to her? But to be fair, I get it, because they wanted to give them personalities at all. Okay, they actually do give you the blue orb in this, because I remember them not doing it. But I might be just mixing that up with Emerald, where both orbs are taken. But the fact that these orbs got recontextualized to be Mega Stones is actually really fucking cool, though. I actually really like the detail a lot. They remind you again, just in case. Can't be a bad bitch insane, sadly. Yeah. True. I wonder if there's even, like, grass up here still. Yeah, this is the grass pile, or the grass patch where I found my, my Chimecho in Pokemon Ruby. And I was like, oh, cool. Chimecho. I had no idea how I found out it was there. I want to say I looked it up on Cerebi, but I don't know when I found out about Cerebi. I know I've known about Cerebi for a while, and I still remember that Cerebi, I don't know if it was like their IP, but it was like back in the day, something about the direct, like basically how to get to Cerebi, like direct, like if you were to look up the site or something like that, their directory was fucked up. And so if you actually tried to go to Cerebi, you would be redirected to YouTube, out of all things. This is like back in like 2005 when YouTube was just like makeup tutorials, and I don't know why that happened. I think they were hacked. I don't actually fucking know. But I just remember being upset over that and typing in the YouTube search bar, not knowing what the fuck that did, mind you. Stupid shit like givemebackcerebi.com or givebackcerebi.com right now. Because I was fucking a dumb 12-year-old, not understanding what the fuck is going on. Was I 12? I might have been younger, actually. I actually don't remember how old I was when that happened. It's been so long. I don't even know if that's like a thing that people know or remember. Like, if I were to randomly bring that up with, like, if I ever got into a conversation with the fucking headmaster of Cerebi, I don't know if the fucking dude would remember that. Maybe he would. He probably fucking hates me, though. Because I was a bitch on Twitter about, like, how they never updated their fucking pages. Which, to be fair, I was really fucking bitchy about it. But, also, to be fair, I didn't know there was actually, like, a Discord server where they actually went out of their way where you can submit errors like that and they would correct them. See, if I knew about that, I would have submitted so many fucking things to them. Which, to be fair, some of the errors that I did see in like 2022 and 2023 were fixed without like me submitting stuff. I had to submit something. I did submit something, but they've been at least, you know, going through and fixing stuff when they can, which I appreciate. It's very much like a quiet update, which isn't like anything crazy, but at least they're updating it at all. I also remember in the originals that the question marks there always made me like. I always thought it was cool because you never saw a question mark appear above someone's head. And this is the only time in the whole game where you see it. Because any other time, it's always an exclamation point because they're going to battle you. It's weird that they just like, young man, come with me. In the originals, you just kind of walked in. It's really weird that they tell you that in this version of the game. But to be fair, in this version of the game, I guess you don't have to go to Lilycove to find their base, so... But it's so, like, blatant. It's so weird. You can find it, you know, without them telling you. I don't know. There's a... I feel like this game gets, like, the remakes get very handholdy. And, like, very blatant of where to go. And I get it. This is a game for kids. Also, this is not in the originals. You didn't fight anybody here. So they added these two trainer fights here, which is interesting. Like, I get it. Pokemon games are for everyone. They're mostly for kids. I get the hand-holding. It's just, it feels really weird. I can't even, like, blame them, because I know for a fact when I played the original Ruby and Sapphire, I did get lost a few times, so... Children yearn for Nuzlocke's game break. I wouldn't go that far. I'm not a Nuzlocke guy. I want to know if I've ever finished a Nuzlocke. I don't think I have. I think I might have tried one. I'm not too sure. But I'm not the Nuzlocke guy. Hell no. I feel like I was one of the only few people who did not care for Nuzlocks. I get why people like them, but they always came off as, like, super fucking edgy to me back in the day. Because, like, oh, my Pokemon is actually dead now. And I can actually, like, hard game over in the sense of, like, I lost all my Pokemon to battle, therefore it is, like, I might as well start a new file. And I'm like, I don't know. I get the difficulty, though. I get it now. But I was never a big fan of it. These games were not designed for Nuzlocking in mind. But, like, the fact that you can Nuzlocke and, like, have your own rules is still cool. Pokemon Clover ROM hack? I've never heard of it. Oh, gee, I wonder where their hideout is. Is it in Lilycove? I wonder. I wonder if it's in Lilycove. I wonder if it's in Lilycove. God, is it in Lilycove? I would have forgotten already. Am I actually in the hideout immediately? Oh, they put you right here. I don't know how he got us here, but he doesn't have a ship and his sub was just stolen, but... Okay. It's also like a really weird warp. Like, it's convenient, yes. Is it necessary? No. You could just fucking fly here. It's not like a big deal. Like, the only way I can say it being really convenient, Pokemon with 4chan humor, as easy as you can get. Oh baby, yeah, the sound edgy. So the only way that that shortcut would be relatively useful is that if you're able to do all this without going to Lilycove first, then it's like, oh, you can't fly here, so you just get all the way from Slateport to there. I'm pretty sure I can buy What was I gonna buy? I forgot. I was gonna buy something, and I was like, I probably can't buy it at the convenience store. Repels. I probably could buy them there, but I'm like, I'd rather just go to a fucking Pokemart. So I'm not wandering around looking for them. Give me those Repels. I need them. I'm gonna grab... Do I have an escape rope, actually? I have one, I'll grab an extra. I don't think I'll ever need them, though. Because they are so fucking, like... warp happy. It's kind of insane. Which, to be fair, there are some parts where I'm like, I actually am glad that the backtracking is minimized. Like, the biggest example I can think of in particular is going from Fall Arbor Town all the way back to Mauville, which, to be fair, there is kind of a shortcut. In the sense of you go to Rustboro, you can rock smash the cave now, boom, you cycle back to Mount Chimney. But the fact that you don't have to do it at all in the remakes is actually kind of nice. That is like one of the few like warps I will give them that is a quality of life warp. The rest of them feel kind of like... I feel a little redundant. I am... I'm debating about whether I want to do the hideout in the stream. We're already like 2 hours in, so probably not. Also, they changed the way that this beach is. So I actually don't remember where any of the hidden items are here. Art scale. Ooh, neat. Pokeball, actually, that isn't something that actually is in the originals. I do remember that. Fucking Tentacruel. Also, I need to check something. Okay, there are actually Whelmers in this version. Or Whelmer, I should say. Because in the originals, they were like silhouettes. But they were always implied to be Whelmer, but it's cool now. Yeah, you can actually see that they're Whelmer. PP up. I'll take it. Also, really weird that, like, the evil team has their hideout very blatantly over there. I don't know. It's like it feels weird that they have it blatantly in a city like this. At least with like Team Rocket and Team Galactic, they both have very good front-facing. They both have very not professional, but they have very clean front-facing avenues or whatever the fuck. Not avenues. What am I trying to say? My point being is that for Team Rocket, they have the cover of the fact that they were holding a gambling place, or you know, the casino, or not casino, the game corner. So like that was their front of being like, well, we're not a bad organization, we're an entertainment organization. And with Team Galactic, they have this whole thing of, I want to say it's renewable energy, or it's like something along those lines. They're basically like something along the lines of like figuring that kind of shit out. So even though they're both blatantly bad, you know, organizations, obviously they're both evil teams, they at least have some kind of front to hide behind to be like, well, actually our organization is not bad here, it's actually good here, and here's why. Team Aqua and Team Magma don't have that. So the fact that they just have a fucking base in the middle of, well, it's not the middle of Lilycombe City, but just kind of like out there in a cave, and nobody questions it is really fucking weird. I don't know. It's just something I'm now thinking about. Does Pokemon really need its evil teams to explain why they have their fucking like secret bases where there are? No. I don't need like a reason why their hideout is there, but it's like I don't know. I feel like they should fucking I feel like they should have fleshed it out a little bit more. I don't know. What do I know? And with that, I think I'm gonna end the stream here because we're at like what? We're at like 2 hours. That's good enough for tonight. That's good enough for me tonight. Oh my god, if I can speak. In the next time we do Omega Ruby, we'll tackle the Team Magma hideout. And I'll probably do the 8 gym too. Not the 8 gym. Oh my god, the 7 gym. Holy fuck! Can I speak? Answer: no. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.